डियर स्टूडेंट, सब्सक्राइब बटन और बेल बटन को दबाएं ताकि मेरे वीडियोस आपको सबसे पहले मिल सकें। Students, Assalamu alaikum. Let's learn Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem actually describes the relation between the sides of a right angle triangle. A triangle containing 190-degree angle is called a right angle triangle, and this theorem is actually describing the relation of the sides of this triangle. The longest side of any right angle triangle is always called hypotenuse, and because this longest side is right opposite to the right angle, and this is the actually backbone of this theorem, developing the relation between the rest of two legs. According to Pythagoras theorem, the square of this hypotenuse is always equal to sum of the square of other two legs of any right angle triangle. Here you can see the hypotenuse is represented by C, and the rest of two legs are represented by A and B. And if according to the statement of Pythagoras theorem, we write the relation between these two sides, it will be of the form C squared equals A squared plus B squared. And if we want to write in words, this statement would be hypotenuse square is always equal to sum of the square of other two legs. This statement is describing Pythagoras theorem and giving us the relation between three sides of a triangle. Students, you can learn in a sense that the longest side square, which is represented by hypotenuse, that is always equal to the rest of two sides, which are called legs of the right angle triangle. And obviously, as I explained here, the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of other two legs. Although naturally the theorem is, if one angle, if in any triangle is a right angle, if one angle in a triangle is a right angle, then this condition would possible that the square of the longest side, which is represented here as a hypotenuse, is always equal to sum of the square of other two legs. And here under this topic we will learn the relationship in a sense that sometimes we have one unknown side and the other two sides will help us to find the unknown side. For example, find small a in a triangle, like for example we have given a right angle triangle in which we have given some values. Here is C, that is equal to 5. Here is A, that is equal to question mark, and here is B, that is given 4. So according to this relation, we will write it here and solve for the value of B. So we will write C square equals to A square plus B square. We want to find here, we will substitute these two values. In place of C, the value of 5 squared equals A squared plus the value of B is 4. It's a square here. Because we want to find A here, so we will transfer this value to this side. this 5 will become 25 and minus this 4 square will become 16. When we transfer to this side, this will become 16 and this is equal to a square. Now let's subtract 16 from 25. We will get a square equals 9 and implies that what would be the value of a, taking square root on both sides, and a would be equal to 3. So in this way we can find any unknown side given in any right angle triangle. When the rest of two sides are given, we can find its value. This is what Pythagoras theorem is assisting us, helping us to do in any right angle triangle. Alright, my dear students, let's have one more example. This is example number 4, and you can see here the formation of triangle is now moving towards more number of triangles in one question. Although the question statement is same as like previous example, find the value of unknown. But here you can see we can't find a directly. These are composition of two triangles, and there is a certain condition given that will help us to find the value of a. That is, this side and this side have the same symbol on them. One cut is here on both, indicating that this side and this side are equal. Still it's open. We are also supposed to find this value, and that will get here, and then they will help us to find the value of a. हम इन दोनों वैल्यूज की मदद से पहले ये वैल्यू फाइंड करेंगे. क्यों? बिकॉज इधर इस ट्रायंगल में वैल्यूज हमें नजर आ रही हैं, दी हुई हैं, जबकि हमें इस ट्रायंगल के अंदर ये वाला अननोन फाइंड करना है. इन दो वैल्यूज की मदद से हम कोई वैल्यू इधर लेके आएंगे इस ट्रायंगल में, तो तब जाकर हमारे पास इसकी वैल्यू आएगी. सो हम इन दो की मदद से मैक्सिमम ये साइड फाइंड कर सकते हैं. इन दिस ट्रायंगल देयर इज आल्सो अ राइट एंगल एज वेल, which is not given in the question statement, but definitely here is 90-degree angle. So, with the help of these two, we can reach up to this side, and this condition will take in this triangle that these two sides are same. The value we will get with the help of these two here, this will also equal to this one, and then we will carry on calculation for this part value of unknown a. Let's work about this one. And we first of all here work. Let's symbolize this side with any English alphabet. Let's see, this is B. It's mean we are going to find B here in this triangle. So here is the solution. B squared less one leg here, one leg is here, plus 30 squared equal to the hypotenuse, longest side. This is equal to 34 square. Now, if you have learned the perfect squares, they will help you up to the certain limit that you have done. But after that, you can use calculator. So b square plus this 30 square is equal to 900, and that is equal to square of 34. That is equal to 1156. Let's simplify for the value of b. B square will be equal to 1156 minus 900, and when we subtract 900 from this, we will get 256. This is b square, and implies that when we operate square root on this b square and this one, the value of b will be equal to, let's operate square root here. This is equal to square root of 256 here, and this will give us the value of b, that is equal to 16 here. It's mean if this b is 16, definitely this side will also be 16. This is b, this must be B because both are equal, and here because we are 60 to find the value of B, that is 16, तो हम इसकी वैल्यू बेशक यहाँ पर लिख लें. Now this triangle containing three sides, one is unknown, we are supposed to find, and now these two sides are equal in this measurement 16. So therefore, now we will work in this triangle for A. This A, that is longest side hypotenuse square, is equal to the two legs, that is 16 square plus 16 square. This will be equal to 16 square is 256 plus 256, and when we add these two values, A square is equal to, this is 6 plus 6, let's add up manually. 6 plus 6 is 12, carry 1. 5 plus 5, 10 and 1, 11, carry 1. 2 plus 2, 4 and 1, 5. This is 512. And then to find the value of A square, let's operate A square, square root on this A square, as well as square root on 512. So what would be the value of square root of 512? This square cancel with square root, we will get A here. Now because this is not a perfect square, which means we can't directly write its value. Even then, because students are not supposed to learn up to here, this is more than, square is more than 20. So let's see what is its value. We will use the calculator to put the value of square root of 512. Although, if there is any restriction in any paper that you are supposed to write its answer without calculator, yes, you can. Alright, my dear student. Well, we were discussing about how to operate the square root on this value. As I told you, you need to operate this square root with the help of calculator. Yes, in trigonometry, you will allow this calculator. So square root of A square is A, and square root of this will give you, when you use calculator, this will give you 22.62. 62 is the value of a centimeter. So the whole, you can see here, this example is a little upgraded as compared to the previous one, in which we are supposed to come from one known triangle. We got its one side, and that helped us to find the value of our unknown, and we reached through two steps. In one step we got the value of this side, and then because they were equal, these two sides were equal, they help us to find the value of A. Alright, my dear students, let's have one more example. Example number 5, and extending the use of Pythagoras theorem in different type of questions. Here we have a question. Still statement, we are supposed to find the value of unknown. Still one unknown is here, but again it's a composition of two triangles, and we are supposed to find the value of C. But if we look at this whole figure, this is a larger right angle triangle in which this side is given, and this total length, which is sum of two parts, 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter, is given. It means this total length is 14. For our convenience, we can write 14 centimeter here is the sum of these two. So with the help of these two, it means there is third connected side is theirs. To reach here, we are supposed to come here for this particular triangle, and it's two sides unknown. C already labeled here, and this there is nothing mentioned on this line. Now with the help of this line and this line, whose values are given here, let's label this side with any English alphabet. Let's suppose this is A. It means first we'll find A, then with the help of this side and this side we'll find C. Let's work for this. First of all, from the larger right angle triangle. We want to find this A. Let's write this A from A square side, sum of the square of legs A and 14 here. A square plus 14 squared, that will be equal to 19 squared. A square plus 14 square is 196 and 19 square is 361. Again I am telling you, if you have learned the perfect squares up to 20, it's very convenient for you to write the perfect square values of number directly. But if you can't, you can use calculator. And next, A square is equal to 361 minus 196. And let's subtract these two numbers. Getting 1 from here, it will become 11. And let's subtract 6 from 11, we will get 5 here. We have remaining 5 here, and just get 1 from here as a borrow 1 from here, it will become 15, and we will subtract 9 from 15, we will get 6 here, and here remaining is 2, subtract 1 from 2, we will get 1. Here is 165, and we want to find A from here by taking square root, and 165 square root. Therefore, the value of A is, this is 12.8. With the help of a calculator, you will get the value of this, and this is A equal to, this is 12.8. Now this journey, this will help us to reach up to C. Now in this triangle, we will focus that C is hypotenuse, and 8 and 12.8 are legs. So therefore, to find C, C square will be equal to 8 square plus 12.8 square. And here C square will be equal to 64 plus, its square is actually 165, from whose square root we got here. This is 165. Let's add up these two numbers. 5 plus 4 will become 9. 6 plus 6 will become 12. Carry 1. And 1 plus 1 is 2. This is 229 we got. And we will use its square root to get its answer of C. This is C square here. Let's see. C square, taking square root on both sides. And here is 229 and its square root as well. This is very close perfect square, 225. If we operate, this 2 is cancelled with square root. We got C here, which is ultimately we are supposed to find. And the value of square root of 229 we can get from calculator, and this will be, right, my dear student, when we take square root of 229, as I'm telling you, this is very close to the perfect square of 15, and its answer would be 15.13 with the help of calculator, and this is the ultimate answer for this whole example. I'm sure you're clear now. When we sometimes, it's not direct question, we can't directly operate for C. This is indirect question. First we need to find one other side that जो कि बाद में हमें हेल्प करेगी, हम इसकी वैल्यू जो कि क्वेश्चन का बेसिक अननोन है उसकी वैल्यू फाइंड करने में हेल्प करेगी. तो पहले हमने ए फाइंड किया, उसने हमें हेल्प किया ताकि हम सी फाइंड करें. तो द फर्स्ट इनिशियल प्रोसेस वाज फॉर ए, a side that ultimately help us to find the value of C. Now we will move towards another example. This is example number 6, my dear student. And alright, my dear students, let's have one more example. moving towards more complex question where the direct use of Pythagoras theorem is there. Now, if we look at this example, this is a composition of three right angle triangles. There are two unknowns here in this question, and it's not one unknown we are supposed to find. We are supposed to find two unknowns here. Values given 1, 2, and 3 right angle triangles are here. This triangle containing only two sides as we look at here. This triangle again containing two sides here. Only this triangle containing all three sides with one unknown E. It means we will work and start working from this triangle. First we will find the value of this unknown, and it will help us to carry on the rest of question. Let's see solution for this question. So first of all, let's focus on this right angle triangle. This is hypotenuse, longest side, and these are two legs. It means that 4e whole square this side plus this leg 27 square will be equal to 32 square. And as I told you, the excess of perfect square depending on your already basic learning, but if you haven't perfect square in your mind, no problem, carry on with your calculators. This is 16e square and plus this is 729, and this is equal to 1024. We carry on this step, that 16e square plus, we will transfer this to the other side, and this will give us 1024 minus 729. Let's subtract this from this one. We got borrow one from here is 14, and subtracting 9 from 14 will give you 5 here, and here's the remaining 1, and when we borrow 1 from here, alright my dear student, let's subtract these two as I was doing this step. Subtracting 9 from 14, we got 5 here, and then we got 1, here is 10, borrow 1 from here 11, subtracting 2 from 11, we got 9 here, and here we got 9, and subtracting 7 from 9, we got 2 here. This is 295. So 16e square is equal to 295, and it's mean that e square will be equal to 295 divided by 16. And when we divide 295 by 16 with the help of calculator, we got 18.43. And now e square is equal to 18.43, and implies that taking square root on both sides, yes, and square root of 18.43. So therefore the value of e will be equal to this is 4.29. It's you operate calculator on it, the value of e is 4.29. It's one part from here, from this figure we are solving for e, and from this triangle we got the value of e. This value of e ultimately will help us in this final triangle to get the value of f. But before using this value of e here, we are supposed to deal this triangle. With these two, help of these two sides, we move towards this side as well. If there is no symbol written here, we can use any symbol here. Let's suppose this symbol is a. And with the help of these two sides, first we will find the value of a here, and then finally we will work in this right angle triangle. So let's focus on this triangle and work for a. Alright, so a, which is the leg of this triangle a square, plus 22 square is equal to 27 square, and this a square is equal to, alright my dear students, this is a square plus 22 square is equal to 27 square. A square plus 22 square is equal to 484, and 27 square we have already used, this is 729. And now let's simplify it. 729 minus 484, subtracting 4 from 9 will give us 5, and then let's borrow 1 from here, 12, and subtracting 8 from 12 we will get 4, and now remaining we have 6 here, subtract 4 from 6 we will get 2 here. So a square is equal to 245, implies that a square, and this is equal to square root of 245, and ultimately we will get the value of a here, that is equal to 15.65. By using calculator and operating square root on 245, we will get 15.65, the value of a in this triangle. And now look at this triangle ultimately, whose one side is 5e, one is f that we are supposed to find, and here the value of a we have found, this is 15.65. Now ultimately we will work for f with the help of value of e. Alright. Let's start, let's apply Pythagoras theorem on this one. This is like here f, this leg is here a. So f square plus 15.65 square that we got from the square root of 245. We can use the square value equal to 245. That is equal to 5e square. Let's make this side before applying square on it by this calculation that we have already value of v, value of e is there. If we could work here for this condition that we have 5e, which is the side of this triangle, and let's work here. 5 we need to multiply with 4.29, and when we multiply, so the value of 5e side would be 5 times 9 45, carry 4, 5 to 10 4 14, carry 1, and 5 times 4 20, and this is 21 here. And after 2 digit when we insert decimal, so the value of 5e is total is 21.45. This is 21.45 is the value of this whole number 5e that we will use in place of here. In place of 5e we can use this value that we have calculated, that is 21.45 square. Yes. And now the next step, f square will be equal to square of 21.45. We need to utilize, my dear student, we were here working at this step. So f square equal to, let's write the square of this. This is 460.1 minus, as I told you, this is the square root of this number here is 245, yes, and we can utilize this 245 from here, and when we subtract it we will get, let's draw a line here, and now this f square is equal to, this is 0.1, and this is 5 here, subtracting 5 from 10, and then subtracting 4 from 6, 5, this is 1 here, and subtracting 2 from 4 is 2 here. 215 we got in front of f square, taking square root on both sides, therefore f will be equal to, the square of this number is 14.7. It's a 14.66 on calculator. I have round of this term here, 6 to 7, because I have told you that this is 14.6 on 6 on calculator. So my dear student, it's a little longer question with the longer calculations. Yes, I agree, but this, if we start from example number 1 and move towards example number 6, these are the levels of use of Pythagoras theorem in different types of triangles. The basic theme is we need to jot down the sides, sum of the square of left sides equal to all the time square of the hypotenuse side. Wherever the unknowns are, sometime in composite figures, we need to move from one side towards the unknown area. This is the sense behind these problems, starting from a very simple problem towards this complex number which contain 2 unknowns and containing in 3 triangles. We had to move to reach up to the ultimate unknown f. I hope you will understand well the use of Pythagoras theorem, and you carry on with a little more practice. You can have very good command on the use of Pythagoras theorem in basic and comprehension level, a little difficult questions as well.